Okay, well, it is the big moment that I've been waiting for. It is time to take this bitch up in the woods and see what it can do. I haven't even been on the road yet. I'm going straight to the woods. We're going to fire this thing up. I have traction control off, and I have it in ride mode A, which is supposed to be the spunkiest. And I'm going to turn this thing on. There it is right there. 000 zilch. No miles. I'm going to hold down this ABS button. Rear off. Completely off. No ABS. No traction control. No ABS. Let's do it. Now, I have not touched any suspension. That is all stock. We just got to ride it and see what it has going on here. Let me make sure I'm still cooking. Okay. I've had some GoPro issues this morning. Here we go. And keep in mind, I have my new tires on. I have about 10 pounds of pressure in the tires. And my rear sprocket is one tooth up. KYB suspension always feels awesome. I gotta find the single track turn up here. A lot spunkier out of the box than an old DR-Z4S. A lot spunkier. Whoa. It is definitely still, if you're going to run in the woods a lot, first gear is still really tall. Just like it always has been for 25 years. Like right there, it almost wanted to die up over the tree. Oh, that suspension is good. But like right there for lugging, it definitely is gonna need a 13 tooth or 14, whatever. It's gonna have to go down one tooth for tight stuff, that's for sure. No doubt about it. Just like the old Gen 1. I mean, it has power to lug, but you're not going to do super tight like hard enduro type stuff. Whew, definitely got to adjust the throw on the rear brake pedal. That is for sure. I gotta reach way down for rear brake. Whoa, missed my turn. Yeah, I gotta stab way down for the brake pedal, so we'll get that adjusted. See if I can remember where to go. We're gonna get wet. Very quiet. As I mentioned on my trail ride, this thing feels, even though it is heavier than the old model, it feels much more nimble. Even though looking at it, I think it's about a foot freaking wider than the old one. I haven't been on these trails and there's crap laying on them and around them, and from all of the windstorms. Ooh, almost went down. Oh, that is a mucky off camera. Look at that. I don't even know if we can get out of here. I don't think we're gonna get out of here without turning around. It is, I never thought it would be this mucky right here, but it's gnarly. Wow, is it gnarly here. Holy yike. That is slick from all the rain. This is in my way, poking my eye out. All right. Let it eat a little bit. Not too much, we got to break it in. I will say this. I am very happy with the torque. Pulled up, nice. Oh, my back hurts, I'm getting old. I don't know, it's been a couple years since I've had my, I spent, you know, 20 some years on the old Gen 1, but I'll tell you what, this thing has a lot more spunk to me than the Gen 1. When I get around the mountain here, I'll take it up our resident hill climb. This back brake though, the throw on it is, I think I'm pushing it down 2 inches just to use it. Got to get that adjusted right quick, or I'm going to end up slamming a tree head on. Okay. Yeah, like that. Standing up, that thing picked the front end right up. And for me, that was hard to do on the old model stock. I do like the fact that there's a gear indicator on this bad boy also. But yeah, the old first gear is long and tall, just like it always was. But you have added torque to use it and keep it from stalling. Oh, the old girl's getting muddy today. Oh my God, brand new. The old girl's brand new. Look at the mud on the front fender. Good Lord. Oh, this is muddy. Oh, it's muddy. I am standing most of the time. That's just how I ride. Clutch pull on this bike is actually very light for a cable. I don't like riding without a full skid plate, but even though I pre-ordered, that stuff did not come with the bike. So you have to wait for that, and I hate riding it without a skid plate, a full skid plate, because the water pump is like super exposed. Yeah, this bike is much easier to get the front end up as compared to the old first gen. I am not disappointed at all with this purchase. There's some single track in here somewhere. It might be kind of gnarly today though to get up the hill, so I don't know if I should even try it, but whoa. Got some fresh trees down in here, making everything rough. The wind has just been horrendous over the last 2 months. This going up this hill is going to be rough. I should have took the tire down to about 6 pounds. Here we go. Whoa. Beautiful. Oh. Glad we had hand guards. Woo, do you see that? Look at that. Right there. Road rash on a newbie already from that stick. I might even broke a rib on that thing or something. Bars went back. Man, I had her ripping too. Man. Let's get her up here. I might have changed the traction control mode with that one. Woo! Definitely needed to lower the tire pressure. Yeah, as you can see, I have this riser rigging on here, and it actually, the bars moved back on that. I didn't really do anything to the bike, but boy, did I go down hard there. I was ripping that up. It's going to be a little goofy for me riding. I might have to cut the tape and get my bars and my handguard back situated and come up and finish my rip. Boy, the way I hit my side feels like I cracked a rib. Problem was, when I went down, I wasn't even expecting it, so I literally just laid all my body weight down on my side like instantly, with no trying to get off the bike or putting my hand out. That was just body slam, and you guys saw it firsthand. Well, it definitely ate the climb up easy, but I'm not doing the other hill climb till I get down here, and I'll get my bars adjusted up. That's the problem with me having to put the spacers that I had to do with the rocks risers till the 1/8 inch and 1/8 ones come in. The bars tend to move easy, but at least they moved instead of bending. So just bear with me here. I'll get down to the house and get them adjusted up, and then I'll be back up. Okay, we're back in action as much as I can be. Bars are back, but my body's all tweaked up. I feel like I have a cracked rib right around my nipple. My bad knee feels all jacked up. Whew. Hard to breathe. Hit this hill. Go over here. Went up the hill nice. Brakes work well. The pedal just needs adjusted. The suspension for what I'm riding right now feels fine, but I'm sure I'm getting the sense that if I was on some real sharp rocky terrain that I would have to probably soften it up a little bit. Man, I went down on my side, but them ribs definitely feel a little contorted. Single track is blocked right there. Bunch of trees down up here on this single track. Oh my God. Junk. I need to walk these trails and get stuff off. On the bright side, at least my phone was in the other side of my pants. That little stupid little moist root hidden under the leaves took me down. I mean, what? I was doing 5 miles an hour, never fails. Going slow and wiping out. Very happy with it. I mean, do I wish that first gear was kind of a creeper gear and fifth gear was wide open? Yeah, I do wish that. But with the extra torque, it does help alleviate. But like the front end, to me, on this one, comes up just so easy. Like hitting that right there, the suspension definitely needs softened up some clicks. I don't know what's hiding in here either. This is getting summertime grown up, so I'll probably end up going down again. I'm definitely feeling the presence of a minor rib injury. And keep in mind, when I'm talking about this gearing, I already have a 1 tooth larger rear sprocket on. And I am definitely going to have to go 1 tooth down in the front for any, like the front comes up super easy. Oh, I just about got stabbed in the gut by that tree hanging down. Jeez, this thing's trying to kill me. My God, now I got a bruise on my nipple and a scratch down my freaking gut. Holy freak, should have wore the chest protector and freaking knee guards. My God. Well, I'm gonna get her out of here and take her for a road run. I'm really happy with it off-road. I am. I'm gonna take it out on the blacktop here and forgot to turn the ABS back off. Third gear to 45, fourth gear to 55, and fifth gear you can cruise pretty steady there at 65. There's 71. I'm cruising. I'm pretty high RPMs with my gearing. You can cruise very nicely at 60. So probably with the stock sprocket, I mean, you figure that's all going to be a little bit higher. You can probably cruise real good at 65. I'm not going to do a top speed run right now because I'm breaking it in and I don't want to thrash it. Okay, I now have a charged GoPro battery after the one that I had in on my ride after a half hour of being fully charged out of the charger, it died. God, I hate these things. Okay, so first ride in the woods. I mean, how did I make out? Well, I got my bad knees tweaked. I got probably like a sprained rib up around my nipple and around back. Shoulders tweaked a little bit. I got a little stab mark around my left nipple, and then like a scratch down my gut. So other than that, I did pretty good. The bike. Suspension, KYB, awesome for what I did today. Any rougher, faster, definitely got to go a few notches down and soften it, but I mean, it feels awesome to me. So, a little softer. Brakes are very good. I just need to adjust this throw a little bit. I know that doesn't look like much, but when you're on it, it feels like you're pressing it down to here. So I got to do a little adjustment there and get that squared away. Of course, the gearing, it's basically the same transmission when you look at the numbers, but the torque on the motor is much better, so it kind of offsets that mega long first gear. It gives you more torque so that you can putt around more with that long first gear, but granted, I'm one tooth up on the back sprocket already, and if I was going to go do single track, I'm definitely going down one more tooth on the front sprocket. I mean, you would have to in tight single track. Okay, that being said, I took it up the road there, 60, comfortable cruising with my sprocket. 65, you can cruise, you're getting up in the higher RPM range. 70 was screaming pretty good towards the top of the RPM, and you could definitely, I probably could have squeezed, if it wasn't a brand new motor, I could have squeezed 75, and you might be able to just wring the guts out of it and get 80 with this gearing. So that being said, with the 43 tooth on it from stock, everything's probably going to be maybe 3 to 5 miles per hour more than what I just said. So somebody will do a top speed run, you know, with it and the stock gearing on it and let you know what it is. The bike feels super nimble on the freaking trails, even though when you look at it, it looks like it's about 3 foot wide back here. But to me, this generation bike, the second gen, feels like a lot more nimble on the trail. I mean, it feels like you're on like the KTM 350, even though it looks a lot wider. Ergonomics are good for me. Now, I did put the bar risers on. I just like to ride with them up because I stand a lot, so I like the bars to be up closer to my shoulders. I mean, I'm happy with it. I mean, I know you got to pay freaking $9 grand for it, but I mean, the power on it, to me, I spent a lot of years, almost 20, on the old DR-Z, and this power is easily the same power if you did all the mods, the 3x3 carburetor, airbox, I mean, everything. This, to me, out of the box, still feels like it has more torque than when you would do all that to the first generation model. So, I mean, I'm super happy with it. I mean, other than, do I wish they made a wide ratio transmission with a crawler? First gear, yeah, I do wish they would have done that, because I hate changing gears all the time. The best bike of these bikes that I had was the CRF 300L. That bike needed no changes, man. They had that first gear dialed in for slow single track, and then you had the overdrive gear in sixth. I mean, that bike is awesome as far as gearing. But like I said, Suzuki did a good job of adding the torque, which helps compensate for the long first gear, because it does definitely lug better even in second and third gear if you're going through the trails. It doesn't have that herky-jerky, like where it wants to kind of shut off. It has a good torque curve through that. So that's my first ride. You saw me eat it pretty hard there. Didn't do any damage. Had to loosen all the screws up on the mounting hardware there in the handguard. Got it all put back to normal. good to go. So stay tuned. I have a lot of videos coming up with all the little things I've done to it, plus we'll be riding it and putting it through its paces and living with it for a long time now. And like I said, we'll, on these trails up here, I'll do some timed loops with the KLX 300 against this and the 350 EXCF once my hopefully when my rib feels a little bit better. I mean, every bump I hit now, I get like a little bit of pain up there around my nipple. So we'll get that squared away. And remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button so when a video comes up, you know it's there. Get out, get on your 4S, and rip up some trails.